Okay, so you just got into this and you want to get a virtual assistant to get reviews for your books, but you aren't certain how much you should pay them. Are you paying way too much? Are you paying way too less? Well, that is not a huge problem. But let's talk about this in this video. Let's get started with this video. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it pump it up. Let's get it rocking. Let's go. Hi there, this is Journal Exo, and today I have my blank white sheet right behind me. I'm prepared to make this video. This is going to be a great video, where I'm going to talk about how much you should pay for each review that you get for your Kindle books. Let's talk about this in depth in this video. If you still haven't liked this video, you should go right below, click on that thumbs up. It's always helpful, it's always good. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get my weekly videos where I talk about and share with you plenty of tips related to Kindle publishing and several ways for you to make money online. If you still haven't got my free guide, or your free guide in this case, you should get it. Go to my website, jordanalexo.com. I'm going to leave a link right below in the description from this video. Just click on that link, go to this page, and get the 7-step formula how to publish your first $300 to $800 book in Kindle Amazon. The only thing that you need to do, nothing special. Just go over here, put your email address, click this button, and this free guide will be sent directly to your email inbox. Let's get started with this. Okay, so recently I received a question. Someone talking about how much they basically should pay for each review. I noticed that this is something that other new publishers also have asked me in the past along my videos and so on. So I'm going to reply to this. And I know that I have several videos to do because people have sent me a lot of questions related to Kindle publishing. I still haven't been able to do them, but I will do them. Don't worry. I know I've said I would do videos talking about those subjects, and I will do them sooner or later. Anyway, let's today talk about this question. So let's read it quickly. Hi Jordan, just wanted to know how much does the reviews and the process it takes to get done by the VA really cost? The other day I was searching for a VA on Upwork, and I guess I found one, at least for the time being. She seems to have experience with review swapping, and her work on Upwork seems legit. So for verified and verified reviews, she charges $1.5 per review, and for only verified reviews, she charges $2. To buy the book for $0.99, she charges an extra $5 as processing fee. So for 20 reviews, $1.5 per review equal $30. Buying the book at $0.99, $20 plus the fee, $5 equal to $25. So for just 20 paid reviews, I have to spend $55, and that sounds pretty right. Does it make sense? Is this the usual cost when it comes to get reviews? Or should I find some other person? Your thoughts on this would be really helpful. Thank you. So let's talk about this. Let's go to the whiteboardio that I have over here. This is my whiteboardio. Let's use this. Let's test this out. Okay, that looks, I'm not sure what that looks like. Okay, so let's talk about the pricing that you should pay for each review over here. That looks really that looks really good. So I pay at the moment with the virtual assistant that I have. Of course, this may vary depending on the person that you are using to get your reviews, but at this point I pay $1.5 per review. That is pretty much, and for what it seems, after talking with several virtual assistants, this seems to be pretty much the standard price nowadays that most virtual assistants take for each review. If you get a virtual assistant that asks you $1.5, that is a pretty good pricing, okay? That is a pretty good price. Some virtual assistants may take a bit less, but it seems that this is basically the price that most virtual assistants nowadays take. So what should you what should be basically the range when it comes to the price of reviews that you should be willing to pay. Okay, so I'm willing to pay from $1.5 up to $1.8. Now I know that this may not seem like a huge difference, at least initially. This may not seem like a huge difference, but it's quite a difference, especially when we are talking about getting 40 reviews, 50 reviews. It makes a difference. So this is how much I'm willing to pay for each review. It's basically this range over here, okay? Basically this range. But of course, you always want to get a deal for $1.5. If you can get a better, less, even better. But this seems to be pretty much the standard price that most virtual assistants want for each review. Now, if you pay a bit more, it's not a huge deal, as long as, and this, I mean, independently of the price that you pay, as long as the virtual assistant that you get is effective. By this I mean that he or she is able to put your book in the front page of results, especially in the first 5 results of the keyword that you want. Of course, this also depends on you. I mean, if you publish a book under a keyword that is way too competitive, then you can't expect that your virtual assistant will somehow be able to put your book in the front page of results. But if you did everything well, you have a keyword that is profitable, that is not way too competitive for you, and your virtual assistant should put your book in the front page of results, especially in the first 5 positions. And that is basically a virtual assistant that is effective in doing his work. If you have a virtual assistant that is effective, then paying $1.5 up to $1.8 is a pretty good price. I mean, if the virtual assistant is not good, it doesn't matter, just fire him and get another one. Now, I know that also some virtual assistants commonly ask $2 renos for each review. And I personally consider that way too expensive for reviews. Now, once again, it really depends on how good that virtual assistant is, but I still consider this way too expensive. The problem about gun reviews is sooner or later they will get deleted by Amazon. I mean, for example, if you get 40, 50 reviews, after a week or so, let's say 3 to 4 of those reviews will get deleted by Amazon, and after a month, 2 months, even more reviews will get deleted by Amazon. So paying $2 for reviews is quite expensive considering this, okay? Considering this. So this is the price range that you should look for when you are trying to hire a virtual assistant. You should try to get a deal between $1.5 per review up to $1.8. $2 is quite expensive, but it's really up to you and also the effectiveness of that virtual assistant. Okay, so let's talk about the rest over here. This calculation seems pretty right. This is pretty much the amount of money that I pay for my paid reviews. Once you get 20 paid reviews, this should be, if you're paying $1.5 per each review, this is basically the cost, because you have this extra cost. You probably are wondering what exactly this is because paid reviews, you need to have, or the virtual assistant needs to buy a gift card or whatever way they do it, but I guess they get a gift card inside of Amazon to purchase the paid reviews or to purchase the book at $0.99. So that is the reason why you need to pay this extra cost. When it comes to the free reviews that you get later on, you don't need to pay those costs because your book is free and they don't need to have a gift card. So this is the reason why you need to pay this amount of money, and I basically pay the same amount of money to my virtual assistant. So this is pretty much a good price for the paid reviews, for 20 paid reviews. Yes, basically this is the amount of money that I pay. Now, the thing that I've noticed over here is this line over here that I didn't like that much. Okay, it seems that this virtual assistant has 2 different services. seems that this virtual assistant has like the standard service where he, or in this case she, gets reviews independently if they are verified or unverified. This standard service, you pay $1.5, and it seems that this virtual assistant has like what we would call a premium service, where she will only get verified reviews at $2, which I consider, as I already said before, I consider this quite pricey. With my virtual assistant, he basically just has one service. I pay $1.5, and from what I've noticed, nearly all of the reviews that my virtual assistant gets at $1.5 are verified reviews. Now, in this case, since this virtual assistant has two different services, what I would do was I would just give this virtual assistant, and you should always do this independently, the virtual assistant that you get, you should first test them out and see their effectiveness, see if they are actually good in their work or not, and just give them one book. Don't go all nuts and give them immediately 3 or 4 books, because that is just crazy. They may mess it up, and yeah, you'll lose a lot of money, and you don't want to do that. Just give them one book. In this case, what I would do is I would get this first service at $1.5 per review. I will give this virtual assistant just one book to test them out and see how good she is doing her work, if she is able to rank her book in the front page of results or not. And then what I would see is the amount of verified reviews she would get for my book. If I notice that most of those reviews were unverified, I simply wouldn't hire this virtual assistant for my next work, because you want to get verified reviews, because those reviews count more, of course, compared to the unverified reviews. And as I already said, I wouldn't pay $2 per review, because you can find virtual assistants that are really effective, very good, doing their work at $1.5, and I think that $2 is way too expensive. So yeah, basically that is what I wanted to talk about. It seems that everything here seems pretty good when it comes to the price, at least for the first service at $1.5. And that is my suggestion when it comes to this. So this seems a pretty good price. Yes, it seems nowadays that actually virtual assistants take an extra $5. At least mine does. But it's not a huge deal as long as the virtual assistant does a good work. I'm willing to pay more, $5, $10, if the virtual assistant gets good reviews, is able to rank my book, and so on. So that is basically the price range, which I'm going to show to you once again in the ending of this video. So this is the price range that at least I'm willing to pay, between $1.5. Of course, if you can get a bit less, better, as long as virtual assistant does a good work. Because I mean, if you get a virtual assistant that, let's say that he only charges $1 for each review, but does a crappy work, you better stay away from him. I'd rather pay a bit more and get some decent job for my books. So this is the price range between $1.5 up to $1.8. $2 I already consider way too expensive, but it's really up to you and what you are willing to pay, and of course the job that virtual assistant does. So that is all for this video. That is all that I want to talk about along this video. If you have any questions, you can always send to my email address, which is jordan@jordanalexo.com. You can send questions just like this person sent to me. I probably will do a video if it's a good question that I see that other new publishers are also doubtful about. They also want to know more about that. Just send your questions directly to my email inbox, or you can even just leave it on the comment section right below. I will try to reply to you as soon as possible. I may even make a video talking about your question and replying to you. So that is all for now. If you still haven't left a like, make sure to like this video and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also get the free bonus just by clicking on the link that you see on the description from this video, so you can get this free guide sent to you directly to your email inbox today. So that is all for now. Stay there, stay tuned with Jordan Alexo, and bye.